Good morning children, welcome to our maths class. Welcome to 6th class maths. In our previous videos we have completed our first chapter, that is knowing our numbers. Our second chapter is whole numbers. What is our chapter's name children? Whole numbers. Whole numbers. This is the new concept to you. Yes or no? Whole numbers. So what is the whole numbers? Let us see. First of all, what are numbers children? What is the use of numbers? That means we count 1, 2, 3 like this or not? What is the use of numbers? To count things. What is the use of numbers? To count. To count things. If you want to count anything, some balls, how many balls are there? Or how many pens are there? How many books are there? We will generally start the number from 1 or not. Okay, from 1 we will start the numbers. 1, 2, 3 and so on. You will start counting the things. Those are numbers. So from which number we will start counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. The numbers won't stop. If you go to crores place also, it won't stop. The numbers are unlimited. So the numbers starting from 1 are called natural numbers. Okay. What are natural numbers I said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. These comes under natural numbers. Okay. In natural numbers, see, we have already know the concept successor and predecessor, yes or not? Successor and predecessor, we have already know the concept. Successor is nothing but plus 1. That means if a number is given, you have to add plus 1. That means after number. Predecessor means before number, minus 1. See, I took a number 48. What is the successor for 48? 49. Yes or not? After number. What is the predecessor for 48? 47. Clear? The same. See here, one more. 356 I gave you. What is the successor for 356? 357. Okay, this is the successor. What is the predecessor for 356? 355. This is the before number. This is the predecessor. Everyone knows the concept, right? Now I am asking, what is the successor? What is the successor for 1? Successor of 1. What is the successor of 1? 2. Yes or no? 1 plus 1 is 2 or not? 1 after number is 2 or not? Successor is nothing but after number of the given number, 2. Now the same I am asking for predecessor. What is the predecessor of 1? Can we have 1 before number here? No. What is the answer? No. Nothing is there here. Can't define here. So, what is the blank we will get here is, there is no predecessor of 1 in the natural numbers. If the number starts with 1 only, in the 1 before number is anything is there here? Nothing is there. So, there is no predecessor for 1. No predecessor for 1. In which numbers? Natural numbers. Clear? Once again I am saying, for 1 there is no predecessor. In which numbers? Natural numbers. Clear? Next concept. Natural number starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. We are already known. Now if the number starts with 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on like this, then what are these numbers? Okay. From 1 it is starting means we said natural numbers. Suppose 0 is also there here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on are there. Then what are these numbers? These are whole numbers. What are these numbers? Whole numbers. Whole numbers starts from how much? 0. 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. These are called natural numbers. Here also the same. Successor is there, predecessor is there. Successor of 56 means same. 57. Successor of predecessor of 56 means same before number 55. Now in natural numbers I said no predecessor, no predecessor for what? 1. Yes or not? For 1 no predecessor I said. But here predecessor of 1 is how much ma? 0. 1 before number is how much? 0. In natural numbers, for 1 there is no before number. But for whole numbers, for 1, what is the before number? What is the predecessor? 0. Clear children? In whole numbers, for 1 predecessor is there. In natural numbers, for 1 there is no predecessor. Now the next topic is properties. Here we have in our 6th class 2nd chapter we have mentioned 2 properties. First one is commutative property, amma. Commutative property, and the next one is associative property. Commutative property and associative property is there to you. Okay, commutative property means if suppose I took 2 numbers ma, 5 and 7 I took. Okay na? I kept a symbol plus. What I kept? Plus. 5 plus 7 how much children? 12. Okay na? Now I am dealing commutative property. Okay. I took 2 numbers 5 plus 7. How much? 12. Now same. Now I am adding 7 plus 5. How much you will get? The same 12 you will get the answer or not. That means if you take 2 numbers and add in any order, that means if you change the first number to second number and the second number to first number, if you change 2 numbers in any order also, the answer you will get is same. Same for multiplication also. See, 2 sevens are how much? 14. Similarly, 7 twos are also you will get 14. Yes or not? 2 sevens are 14, 7 twos are also 14. That means if you multiply 2 numbers in any order, the product will be, result of multiplication is product or not? The product will be same. This is commutative property. Commutative property on addition, multiplication. You have a doubt why you are not saying about subtraction. See, now I took 7 minus 5. How much you will get? 2. Yes or not? From 7, if you subtract 5, you will get 2. But from 5, if you subtract 7, you will get 2. No, you won't get 2. You will get another number, you will discuss it later. From 7, if you subtract 5, you will get 2. But from the 5, you can't subtract 7. So for subtraction and division, it won't satisfy. Commutative property will be satisfied only for addition and multiplication only. That means if you take 2 numbers, if you add in any order, the answer will be same. Same for multiplication also. If you take 2 numbers, if you multiply in any order, the answer will be same. Okay. See, I am giving a question here. See, in the textbook, 28 into 19 is equal to, they gave you 532. 532 is the answer. Now they are asking 19 into 28 how much? Okay, 28, 19 are 532, they gave the answer. They are asking 19, 28 how much, sir? No need to multiply ma. According to the commutative property, if you multiply 2 numbers in any order, the answer is same or not? See, 28, 28, 19, 19. If you multiply 2 numbers in any order, the answer will be same, won't change. So, same answer will come here. Okay. Now, the next question, see here. Now, 1 into 47 is equal to how much? 47. Now, they are asking 47 into 1 how much? How much will be there? 47. If you add 2 numbers in any order, the answer changes? It won't changes. This is the commutative property. Commutative property under addition and multiplication is given. We discussed it now. Clear, children? Now the next question. See. Now we will discuss about associative property. Okay. The second one, associative property. See, I took 3 numbers. 3 plus 5 plus 7. Okay, amma? Now I kept bracket for these 2. Here the same numbers I kept. Now I kept brackets for these 2. What is the answer? Let us check. 3 plus 5 how much? 8. 8 plus 7. First we have to do what is inside the bracket. Okay, what is inside the bracket first we have to do. Then only we have to add the outside the number. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 7 how much? 15. Now 3 plus, as it is you have to write, because inside the bracket only we have to do. 5 plus 7 how much? 12. Now 3 plus 12 how much? 15. See, the numbers are changed, same, but the grouping is different. Here 3 and 5 I kept in the brackets, but here in the second one 5 plus 7 I kept in the brackets. That means if you group the numbers in any order, the result will be same. Okay, this is called associative property under addition. The same will be for the multiplication also. Commutative means two numbers. Commutative means two numbers. If we add or multiply in any order, the answer won't change. Associative property means three numbers. If you group three numbers in any order also, the answer won't change. Now everyone clear, I think, commutative property and associative property. Commutative means two numbers, if you add in any order, the answer is same. And the associative property means if you group three numbers in any order, the result will be same for multiplication and division. Sorry, addition and multiplication. Addition and multiplication. For commutative property holds under addition and multiplication. Similarly, associative property holds under addition and multiplication. Now the next concept, identities. Okay, what is our next concept? Identities. Identity for addition and multiplication. Identity for addition and multiplication. Identity is nothing but if you add a number, suppose see a direct example I am showing. For 7, if you add anything, you should get the same answer. That is identity. What the number you will get? You will get the same number. If you add 0 only, no, you will get 7. The same. 7 plus 0, how much? 7. That means 0 is the identity for addition. 0 is the additive identity. What is that? 0 is additive identity. Identity for whole numbers. Whole numbers. Okay, na? For 7, how much you will add 0? You will get, if you add 0 only, no, you will get 7. Same, see. For 10 is there. 10 plus how much is 10? 0. For 900 is there. 900 plus how much is 900? 0. That means 0 is the additive identity of whole numbers. What is the additive identity of whole numbers? 0. 0 is the additive identity. Now the next one is multiplicative identity. What is the multiplicative? What is the multiplicative identity of whole numbers? Of whole numbers. See. Now I am taking example 8. 8 into how much you will get 8, amma? If you multiply 0 with the same 0, you will get 8. No, 8 zeros are how much? 0. How much? 1. Yes or no? 8 ones are only no. 8 you will get. Similarly, suppose 792 is there. 792 into dash you will get 792. 1. Yes or not? 792 ones are only no. 792. So 1. 1 is the multiplicative identity of whole numbers. Okay, na? 0 is the additive identity of whole numbers and 1 is the multiplicative identity. Clear? 1 is the multiplicative identity. Okay, clear children, everyone? 0 is the additive identity of whole numbers and 1 is the multiplicative identity of whole numbers. This is the concept of identity. Commutative property is clear. Associative property also clear. Now this is identities. For additive, what is the additive identity? 0. What is the multiplicative identity? 1. Okay. See, I am giving here a simple exercise to you. I have to guess which comes under which one. Suppose 2 into 68 into 50, okay, is equal to 2 into 50 into 68. Okay, here how many numbers, amma? See, here I took 3 numbers here. Here I grouped brackets for these two numbers. Here I kept bracket for these two numbers. If you multiply numbers by changing the order, you will get the same answer. Same answer is nothing but equal to I mentioned here. Comes under which property? Comes under which property? Associative property. Three numbers means associative property, no ma? Associative property. For addition or multiplication? Multiplication. Okay na? Addition or multiplication? Multiplication. Associative property for multiplication. Next one. Now I am asking here. Additive identity. Additive identity. What is the additive identity, Amma? What is the additive identity? 0. Yes or no? Now, next one. What is the multiplicative identity? What is the multiplicative identity? 1 is the multiplicative identity. Yes or no? What? 0 is the additive identity. 1 is the multiplicative identity. Now, next one. 45 into 60 is equal to 60 into dash, I said. Okay. If you multiply these two is equal to these two, I said. If you multiply two numbers in any order, the answer is same for commutative property or not. How much we can write? 45. 45 into 60, how much answer you are getting? The same you will get for 60 into 45 also. Small numbers I am taking. 3 into 5 is equal to 5 into dash, I am saying. 3 5s are how much? 15. If you change the order 5 into 3, you will get the same 15 or not? So 15 into 15. This is the commutative property. 2 numbers means commutative property. 3 numbers means associative property. Additive identity is 0. Multiplicative identity is 1. This is the chapter 2 whole numbers total concept ma.